I'd probably have to say Keith, to be honest. Like, obviously, he was sort of there from when I first started at C grade level, I suppose got me in. Well, not so much got me into refereeing, but trained me up, and then obviously pretty much all the way through my junior ranks. And that's really what sets you up to get where you want to get to.
I think you're already leaving.
Really, Keith Vaughan? Yeah, just some of the information that he passed on to us and that sort of thing. Was good. Neil was good.
Quinny, yep.
Quinny was real good, and Keith, they're probably the two that have had the most effect on mine.
I think we should try. I think
I think Alice Jago would have to be the most memorable.
so much. I know it's wrong.
One of the most memorable was a lad called, what's his name? Quinn's son. I remember refereeing with him. He was about that high, and 3-4 years later he was 6 foot plus.
I can hardly move.
For me, it was Henry Perazzo. To me, was the master referee. He was a short, tubby little man, but he had people that he just wound around the finger. He was an ideal leader.
I couldn't possibly confine it to one person. So many people were going back into the early days. The late Bev Agambar, of course, she was such a fixture and helped me a lot. People like Chris Reid, who I admire tremendously for what he's achieved.
I think we should try.
Local, probably Bill Spenlow. Early days of Bill. The other one was probably a little bit of Crouchy.
Yep.
Ran into him a fair bit. And a couple of guys like John Quilty, Knox referee as well. Graham Wright, Doug Beaton, those sort of people.
But I can hardly move.
Probably the most influence I'd say would have been Keith Vaughan. He was the advisor for most of the time, and he and I would have a few debates after some games when he'd be doing a critique of the game as to calls that were made. And I think at one stage I remember him saying something along the lines of, "Well, I really don't care what you think. This is what it should be," you know. And I've made
Keith Vaughan, without a doubt. Without a doubt, Keith. Absolutely.
I think I can need this in my life.
Well, Keith obviously did to start, and
I know it's wrong, it's a problem.
And then coming back to Knox, I think the person that's influenced me most would be Bev Agambar. Just listening and having all the work and everything to be done with her. Yeah, that would be about what I'd do.
I can hardly move.
And I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
If somebody run past you and said in your ear, that was a fruitcake of a call,
Yep.
what would you do?
I think it'd depend how loud it was said.
You've won me now. You can't go any further.
That's
It's how loud it was. If it was
Yep.
between you and him,
Yep.
and nobody else heard it, what would you do with him?
Just have a quiet word. I wouldn't make a big deal out of it unless it was something really.
You're going to be a good ref.
Thank you. Thanks,
Gonna be a
Keith.
good girl.
Thank you.